Hi guys, good morning all and good day. In today, yesterday we were discussed about what is generative AI, how the term generative AI comes into the existence. We were discussed, and we have seen some examples of generative AI. In today's session, majorly we are going to focus about how does generative AI works. Okay, and everyone talking about LLM model, LLM, you might have heard about n number of times, right? I will tell you the definition in today, but in next class I will give a lot description about the LLM model. Okay, in just today, and I will explain you some of the application of LLM models. I will show you some of the applications of LLM models are being used in the industry. That is what I am going to focus in today session. As like as yesterday, let me start about the one more quotation today. Okay, so you need to explain me this quotation. Generative AI, it is not about creating something new. As everyone thinking, oh, generative AI, something it came into the new in the industry. I want to learn. Everyone thinks about the jobs are going away. Generative AI is going to replace my job and everything. Of course, it is not new, but it is all about capturing what was once impossible to express. What? About capturing what was once impossible to express. How many of you knew about TikTok? Everyone knew about the majority of you knew about the TikTok. Unfortunately, it got banned in India. So majority, you know, in this world, we inspired from the movie actors, right? Actor and actresses. We can call them as a hero. We want to be like them. Sometimes also we also I want to act in movies. Or sometimes what we need to say the dialogue as like them. So TikTok has provided a platform express our feelings with our facial expressions, right? Similarly, YouTube, Instagram, many more. So similarly, you want to write a content and you have a language problem, a language barrier, maybe the grammatical mistakes. So you have some content, something in your mind. If you tell to generate AI, it beautified it or it simplified it. It will give a better way. It will generate the content better and simplified way. That is the word we have used, that impossible once capturing what was once impossible to express. Am I right? Once it was impossible to express. Right. Can you hear me right, everyone? Can you see my screen? Can
Yes,
you see my yeah, okay.
Yes.
So I'm just repeating one more time. It is not, generative is not about creating something new. We are not creating anything new. It is capturing what was once impossible to express. Right? I hope everyone is clear. Let me explain. Sorry, you had said generative. What is generative AI? Right? Let's understand how does generative AI works. So generative AI, it is one of the other type of artificial intelligence. So in yesterday, I given a definition of artificial intelligence. What is the definition of artificial intelligence? What is the definition of artificial intelligence, guys? Artificial intelligence is a field of computer science. It mimic the human intelligence. So it replicate how human behave. It also replicate the same thing, right? But by nature, we have a ability to think. Intelligence means thinking. By thinking only, you'll get the some knowledge, right? By nature, does machines have ability to think? Definitely no. Machines have a cognitive ability to think, like based on whatever you're providing input to the machine, based on the input, it will work. Hence, it is called as a artificial intelligence. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence technique that is used to generate new data. Simple to say that generative AI will help us to generate the new content. The new content which is in the form of image, or it could be in the form of text, or it could be in the form of audio, or it could be form of video. Anything else? Anything else can be possible? Anything else can be possible apart from this four? It is a type of artificial intelligence technique. It is used to generate new data. So we have new data or it generating the new content. The content can be in the form of any of the below format, such as image, text, audio, and video format. Make sense? Now let's understand about one by one. Let's understand about one by one. Am I right, Vinay? So here in this case, the generating, how does it generate the new data? How does it generate the new data? Or we said that generating the new data, right? The new data generation can be done with the help of deep learning techniques. What is that? With the help of deep learning technique. The deep learning will give you the complex patterns and relational database. I think it is type of mistake. It is a relational data. It is a relational data. The deep learning will help us to generate the complex patterns, and as well as it also provide the relational data. Let me ask a question. How many anyone hold the Tesla car? Does anyone hold the Tesla car? Tom, John, anyone hold the Tesla car? Anyone hold the Tesla car? Let me ask a question. Uh, have you ever heard about Tesla car? Have you ever seen the Tesla car? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
have a
right?
Lucy.
Yeah. Now, do you know how Tesla works? Do you know the background of the Tesla car? They have used the deep learning techniques. They have used the deep learning techniques, and they have used large language models. They have used large language models. Can you guess how many iterations, how many times the model get iterated or trained? Can anyone guess? Any guess? How
Thousands.
many? Thousands. Very simple.
At
It it trained 3,400 billion times. The model get trained 3,400 billion times, not million, billion times. The first large language model LLM is the Tesla. In the world, first large language model is the Tesla only. Now, whomsoever created ChatGPT, right? That person is also belonging to Tesla only once upon a time. Okay, now, so based on the methodologies, parameters. Now, parameters, methodology, I will explain in detail when you're discussing about the neural networks and all. What is a parameter? How does parameter works and all. So based on the methodology and parameters used to train them, train the models, right? So several types of generative models been classified. Majorly across the industry, we are going to use three major generative AI models. There are the n number of generative AI models. Majorly, we are going to use three types of generative AI models. Right. So you may get a doubt what methodologies we have, what parameters we have. So if you want to learn generative AI, the prerequisite is all about deep learning. If you want to learn the deep learning, the prerequisite is machine learning. If you want to learn the machine learning, the prerequisite is statistics. If you want to learn the statistics, there is no prerequisite, but you need to implement that right. You need to understand about Python, any programming language that is about the Python programming language. Everyone thinks that today it came very new into the market. Boss, definitely not. Statistics are available prior to Second World War. Slowly it got evolved and it got changed from time to time. In early 2000s, everyone talks about machine learning. In early 2010s, everyone talks about deep learning. In early 20s, 22, 23, everyone talking about generative AI. Maybe in early 2030, something may new come. We don't know. But it is going to be evaluated. It is going to be there forever. Right? So let's understand one by one three major generative AI models. So the three major generative AI models are GANs, right? Transformers and diffusion models. Now everyone get a question, sir. You are saying something new, transform diffusion models. Where is AI agents? Where is RAG models? I heard a number of times RAG models and AI agents. Of course, RAG models and all comes under the transformers and AI agents. Everything comes under the transformers, right? It is a part of transformers. So if I ask you what is the major generative AI models, what do you say, Amit Kumar? What do you say, Jonathan? What do you say, Vinay? Vasu? Vasavi? What are the three major generative AI models? What are those? One is the GNANs, second is transformer. What is the third one? Come on, come on. What is the third one? Third one is about the diffusion models. What is the third one? Diffusion models. Now, up to now is clear? I will talk about what is a gun, what is a transformer, what is diffusion model. I will explain in detail. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Now, I'm talking about, see, here I'm just giving the structure, how to learn. So, generative AI, guys, just generative AI. If you want to learn the generative AI, the fundamental concept you require to learn about the deep learning. What is that? Deep learning. So the deep learning can be used for text data as well as image data also. For text data, we call as NLP, natural language processing. For image data, we call computer vision, CV, computer vision. The advanced deep learning is called generative AI. Advanced deep learning is called generative. So for the advanced machine learning concept is ML. Machine learning concept is the deep learning. The drawbacks of machine learning only we understand about the deep learning, right? For, in order to understand the machine learning, we require the statistics, right? So from statistics, machine learning got evolved. From machine learning to deep learning, from deep learning to generative AI. Advanced machine learning concepts are deep learning, right? So to implement all these things, what we required? We required a programming language that is called Python programming language. Now, yesterday, one discussion happened, if you don't mind. Is Manohar joined today? Not sure. So, everyone said that. So, now go and search in the market. In 1 month, you can become an expert in Gen AI. You can see a number of courses. In 1 month, you will become a master in Gen AI. Guys, don't trust those things. Okay. If you want no code base like a prompt engineer, if you write chat gpt, you can use chat gpt directly, Hugging Face, Claude AI, DeepSeek. By just learning the fundamentals of these things, you can become an expert. Then it is called prompt engineer, right? But if you want actually a generative AI engineer, if you want actually looking for a upgrading your skill, if you're really looking for good package, then you need to follow this methodology. Honestly says it impossible to complete everything in 1 month. You required 6 months of time, right? Right. Now, so everyone asked me a question. What is the types of generative AI model? We discussed the three types of generative AI models. One is a GAN, second is a transformer, third is a diffusion model. GAN is basically the full form of GAN is the generative adversarial network. It is the advanced topic of neural network. Neural network has worked like as a brain, right? It was founded, it's created by Goodfellow in the year of 2000. So basically, GANs work with the two neural networks. Remember, I told you we discussed about the Tesla example just now. In the Tesla example, they have used 3,400 billion neural networks. How many billions neural network they have used? 3,000. Each neural network is one model. They have used 3,400 billion neural networks. Whereas GAN just using two neural networks models only, right? So these two neural network models compete each other to get or to generate the data. Especially GANs will help us to generate the primarily used for generate the images. Now it is a just a fundamental concept of generative AI. Directly we are not going to use GANs in the real world. Some of the popular GAN based coding libraries are GANLab, HyperGAN, Imaginary. These are the some of the popular coding libraries or topics we can use. But nowadays, no one are using the GANs once diffusion models comes into the picture. But ideally, if you want to understand the diffusion models, first you need to understand about the GANs. Okay, that is what about the GAN. If anyone don't know about the GAN, it is generative adversarial, right? It works only on the two neural network, right? So basically, what is the purpose of GANs? What is the use of GANs? Primary use for what is the primary use of GANs? Generating for generating images purpose, we use the GANs. It is one of the technique in the deep learning algorithm. Don't worry, we'll discuss in detail about this with the practical examples and all. So next is the transformer. What is the meaning of transformer? General meaning, transform. Forget about the transformer. What is the meaning of transform? What is the meaning of transform? English word.
Change.
Change from one form to another form. Agree?
Right.
So simple to say, transformers as introduced by company called Google, Google, Google Brain, Google. And transformer is a fundamental concept. So you might have heard GPT, Chat GPT. What is the full form of Chat GPT? Chat means chatting. What is the full form of GPT? What is the full form of GPT? Can anyone think about GPT full form? So what is the everyone heard about Chat GPT? Chat GPT. You are saying Chat GPT, right? Everyone saying Chat GPT, right? Does it have meaning? Chat means chatting, right? Chatting means what is the general meaning of chatting? WhatsApp chat. WhatsApp chat. What is the meaning of WhatsApp chat? Let's say I send a message to Akash. Hi Akash, how are you doing today? What Akash does? He will says he will skip my message. Does he respond to my message? Generally. Come on. Come on, Ramireddy. Everyone can please respond. Anyone respond? Let's say I said, who is responding? No one is responding. Tom, anyone is there to respond? No one is there. Mansi, Mahesh Babu, Ramireddy, Ram, Rayal, Venkatesh. No one is there. That means no one able to understood.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Okay, just simple to say, uh, hi Tom, how are you doing today? If I messaged you in chat, WhatsApp, what will you do?
I'll reply back.
You'll
Say
reply
hi.
back. Hi, right?
Hmm.
I'm doing good. Thank you. How about you? Right? Is it simple?
Exactly. Hmm.
So it is a kind of chatting. That means if I send some question, assume that is a kind of question. Checking with you, it's a kind of question. You are responding. That means it is a two-way interaction, right? Agree with me?
Correct. Correct.
Now, that is what the chatting means. One person is saying something, responding to the messages. Now, what is a GPT? What is the full form of GPT?
Generative pre-trained transformer.
So, the full form of GPT is generative. G means generative. P means pre-trained. T means transformers. This is the full form of. So generating something. Generative means generating new data, new context. Pre-trained means already available models, already trained models. No need to train, no need to build something new. Already available data. For example, what is the meaning of pre-trained? I will give an example. Let me give an example. Can you think about the pre-trained? Any example can you think about? For example, phone. Phone. For example, phone, we have a phone, right? iPhone, Android phone, any phone you can say. Samsung phone. It is built in, is available. Just you are buying the product, just you are utilizing for your purpose, right? You are buying and you installing all the required softwares, all the required applications. But are you going to, suppose you want to make a call, are you going to write a program to make a call to Mr. Ashwit or Mr. Akash or Mr. Ali? Definitely no. Already application, the functionality is available. We are just utilizing the function. That utilizing the functions are called pre-trained. Understood? So transformer. Transformer means not clear, Tom? Is it? I mean not clear, Tom?
No, it's clear.
Yeah. So transform means transforming from one stage to another stage. So if you want to understand generative AI concept, the first to understand the prerequisite or fundamental transform from the transform encoding and decoding. So it is a computer programming that learns the meaning of words in a sentence by understanding how they relate each other. So I am going to office. Okay, right. Here what it does, I after I generally what all things come? I was, I have, I has. Does I has will come? I had. What else will come? I is come? I is. The I is. Is it possible to get I is in English?
Nope.
No.
No. So I am, I was, I had, I have, this kind of. So what is the possibility? What is the probability to get the next word? What is the likely to have after I? I going to school. Does it make sense? I am going to school. I driving. I am driving. I sleeping. Does not make sense, right? I am sleeping. I two cars. I have two cars. So after I, what is the likely chances to happen in the next word? What is the probability happening in the next word? Right? Right? So that is how it will tell the transformers tell the likely chances. That is called language models. Transformers are called language models. Transformer models are almost standard. So everyone are using in the industry nowadays. These transformers, as I tell, I had, that means generating text only, right? Basically, transformers are used to generate the text. Some of the popular transformers are GPT, GPT-3, GPT, Chat GPT-3, Chat GPT-4, Lambda, Barrett. Lambda means lambda. So if you go to Meta Lambda, that is what the Barrett. Barrett again, which is created by the Google only. Right. So next, that is what the meaning of transformers in that data. Now let's understand about the diffusion models. So we discussed about the GAN, right? What is the primary purpose of GAN? What is the primary purpose of GAN? So what is the primary purpose of GAN? Generating image. Transformers are, what is the main purpose of transformer? Generating
Generating test.
text, right? What is the diffusion models? The diffusion models primarily used to generate images, generating images. Now we have a question. So GANs are using for generating images. Already GANs are generating the images. Why do we need diffusion models? Is it a valid question? Is it a valid question? Yes, of course, valid question. The primary reason is diffusion models are used to generate high quality images or brand new high quality images. How does diffusion models generate high quality brand new images? So it is a type of machine learning, like a diffusion model is a type of machine learning model. Every time we are adding some noise in the image. So noise by adding some noisy to the existing image. You try and. At one point of time, what happens? It remove the noisy to recover the existing images. So automatically, what happens? It learns from the, as already we discussed yesterday, the definition of machine learning. Machine learning is one of the technique learned from the previous performance or previous mistakes. Remember, I have given one example. Kid. Let's say if you teach kid A, B, C, alphabets, A, B, C, or numbers, do you think we'll be able to remember immediately? Definitely no. Right? Highly likely chances to make the mistakes. Am I right? So when you teach them multiple times and they remember, are those words are stored in their memory or in their brain, whenever we ask them, they will repeat. Right? Even after 10 days, you are teaching continuously 10 days. In the 11th day, highly likely chances to make the, I mean, very few likely chances to make the mistake. The 100% accuracy you cannot expect. As like as a kid, machine learning also perform as like as a kid. Initially, the accuracy of the model or the performance of the model may not be the good. By performing multiple iterations, based on the mistakes what it has done in the previous iteration, by remembering that it will performing good in upcoming iterations. So here also you have an existing image, you are keep on adding some noise to image, maybe blur image, right? Maybe the quality of the image is not good, maybe some unnecessary pictures in the image which is not relevant. So what it does, it keep on iterating. It will remove each time it remove the noise. At the end of the day, with the help of diffusion model, it generate the high quality brand new images. Whatever the images that the generative AI, the chat GPT or Gemini AI, Claude AI or DeepSeek, the background of that it is using the diffusion models only. Makes sense, guys? So there are the two kind of popular libraries we can use for this: stable diffusion, imagine. These are the two things they are using. So even if you come, any company comes into the market. So if you come, if you want to create your own chat GPT, right? Like as a DeepSeek, they have to use these things only. There is no other option as of today. Makes sense? Maybe by adding some extra feature to the existing libraries, they can call the new, they can create a new name. That's it. Understood? Now, uh, if someone can summarize what is the difference between GANs, what is the transformer, what is the diffusion model, can you explain me what is the main purpose, basic fundamental purpose of GANs? What is the fundamental purpose of transformer? What is the fundamental purpose of diffusion models, guys? Come on, please.
Sorry, what was the?
Mm. Okay. So GANs are used for primarily for generating images. Um, Transformers for generating the text. Diffusion models are generating for high quality brand new images. Okay. So we can give inputs, right? So chat GPT. Let's open the chat GPT. Mm. So here I can upload the files. I can upload from the computer. What kind of files I can upload? I can write the text here, right? I can write the text. I can upload the files. The files can be audio, video, picture, image, or anything, right? Right? So here, the types of input we can pass to a chat GPT or DeepSeek or anything could be the text. We can write the text, whatever the text you can pass the image, audio, video, or multimodal. What is the term called multimodal? Multimodal means combination of two, any two or three. For example, so while attaching along with the text, I can also send the image. I can also send the audio. I can also send the video. This is the type of input, right? So now with this type of input, what is we are just passing the input to the chat GPT. Agree with me? What is the primary goal of chat GPT? The model to accomplish the whatever the input are given a task, right? For example, here I'm giving that input. What is uh, can you tell something? Can you tell something? How many, let's say, how many COVID cases uh, are found across the world? I'm just writing some nonsense. Okay. So what is happened here, guys? See, I given the input. What is the task of generative AI? What is the task of ChatGPT here? It has given some output, right? We are given the input prompt input, right? We are given some prompt or some input you have given. Based on the input promptly, the term prompt engineering prompt, it has given. So I given the input here, how many COVID case found across the world. Does it respond after an hour? Is it responded immediately, or is it respond after 2 days? Is it respond immediately, or is it respond after 2 years, after one
Immediate.
year? Immediate means promptly,
Yes.
right? Promptly, right? So that is
Yes.
how the term come into the picture is prompt. So that is how the term called prompt come into the word is a prompt to come into the picture. So just we are passing a input to chat GPT. What it does, it complete the given task. How does it complete the given task? Promptly. That's how the term called prompt. Now you may ask a question: what do you mean by prompt engineer? What engineer does? What is so? Let me ask a question: how many of you engineers in this group? How many engineers are there in this group? Come on, come on. How many engineers? No one? Arey, please respond. Are you boring? No one?
So,
Yes, no.
Only two. Can you please raise the hand? Only one I can see here and you raise the hands. Two. Only two out of 37? Three. What is their major qualification, guys? Then remain 34. What is your
data
major qualification?
analyst.
Data analyst. What is data analyst? What is your major qualification? BTech data analyst.
Oh,
What is
okay. Okay. So,
BTech? BTech means Bachelor of Technology Engineering only, right? Only 5 members.
mhm.
How many of engineers here? What is your graduation? BTech, BE,
BSc computer science.
BSc Computer Science. Okay, fine. Let me ask you a question, guys. You might have heard a term called engineering. Engineering. I have completed my engineering. What is the meaning of engineer? What is the term of engineer? What is the term? What is the meaning? Definition of engineer? Come on, come on. What is the definition of engineer? Can we ask ChatGPT? Can we ask what is the definition of engineering? There is a reason why I'm telling you about this. There is a reason. Engineering is applying scientific, mathematical, practical knowledge to design, build, maintain, structure, missions, systems, and process. It involves problem solving, innovation, and efficient to create solution to improve. It involves problem solving. What engineer does, problem solving, innovation, efficient to create the solution that improve human life. Now, let's understand, correlate this prompt. You given us some prompt to ChatGPT. You given an input to ChatGPT. Automatically, ChatGPT has given some prompt, some response. The response is the output. Are you happy with the output? Maybe, may not be. Right. Let's say, let me ask you, can you write an article? See how I'm doing here. Prompt engineering. Article about machine learning. Can you tell me a famous topic? Anyone's famous topic? Everyone's famous topic? Let's say, tell me, tell me. Hmm?
Nutrition.
Okay, nutrition. Uh, Write about how to, can you write an article about how to maintain good health? It is really important for everyone, right? See, here is article how to maintain the good health. So what it is given: eat balanced diet, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, manage stress, stay hydrated, maintain good hygiene, avoid harmful substances, like something. It has given this some, right. Can you summarize? And now what I'm asking, it is difficult for me to read something, right? It'll take another 5 minutes of time to read. Can you summarize about article? See, now I am asking, given the prompt. Again, another prompt based on the existing. I'm just asking again. Can you brief about? Can you brief about? Can you brief about article? More easy format, more easy understandable. Understandable, more easy way. Let's say I given more easy way. See here. Here's simple and easy way to understand the right this article is to stay healthy, eat balanced diet with a lot of fruits, vegetables, whole foods, drink plenty of water, avoid junk foods, exercise regularly, just walking stretch, even if it is get enough sleep, your body can rest and recover. Can you provide? See how I am writing. I'm just writing. Can you provide about article in just 10 words? So what it given the big one? I'm keep on innovating. I'm keep on asking the more and more questions to simplify our article. So just 10 words: eat healthy, exercise, sleep well, manage stress, stay clean, and stay happy. See, so we have so let's understand what happened here. Let's understand how we came to the picture. So I have asked the right article. I asked the article about good health, right? So we asked ChatGPT. It has given 3-page article, right? 3-page article. 3-page. Right? 3-page articles. From 3-page article, we simplified to 1 page. 1 page to half page. 1/2. From there, we got only 10 words. We got only for the 10 words. Right? So this is entire process called prompt engineering. So guys, don't take me wrong. I'm going to say one more. There are the institute just for prompt engineering, they're charging 20,000 rupees. Just or they said that master class 3 hours master class on prompt engineering, just pay me 2,000 rupees. Impossible. So what we are going to do, not tomorrow, maybe 1st and 2nd, 1st March and 2nd March, I am going to take one master class, end-to-end master class, 6 hours master class on prompt engineering. It is a free. Everyone can attend. So no need to spend the money. Right? I can show you how to get the prompts from DeepSeek, how to get the prompts from ChatGPT, and everything we will discuss in that class. So what are the advanced concepts also we can. This prompt engineering would be helpful for you in your real world also. Okay? Makes sense, guys? So now are you clear about the prompt and prompt engineering? Any confusions, any questions? Yes, go ahead, Raj. Go ahead. Any questions? Right? Okay, perfect. Now we are clear. So how does prompt work? We have given the prompt. The background, it will go to the Gen AI models, generative AI models. The background, there are a lot of models will be there. And then it will give us the response. It will give us the response. Right? That's what happened here. So how does generative model generate in response? User enters a prompt. So once user enters the models, then the background of ChatGPT, the model identify the which language pattern it is, what kind of model it is, right? And which model would be the suitable from the database. It will identify which model would be the suitable, which data information could be suitable, and the model analyze its context. What context it is? Model process the once you identify the context, what is the it will provide the relevant information, and the model process the prompt, and output is generated. For example, write an article about health, maintain a good health. Right? Write an article about good health. Once you have written this article, this is the prompt you have entered, or this is the input you have entered. So directly it is giving output for us, but we don't know what is happening in middle. So these 3 steps are called, generally we call it as a black box, because we are not able to see, we don't know what is happening in the background. But what is happening in the background of these 3 steps from input, in between the input and output. So there will be a model. The model you can call as a LLM model. The model you can call as a transformer models. The model you can call as stable model, stable diffusion models, right? The model called GANs, anything. So it identify the language pattern. Language means whether it is a text data, image data, audio, video, anything it could be. Understood? Right. Once it identify it, and it will identify the build, I mean, as by using the GPT, right? Pre-trained model, it will analyze its context. whatever the input context you have, it will analyze the input context, and then with respect to the input content, it will process the prompt. Whatever the process prompt, it will generate the output. Make sense? Now, so the features of Gen AI model is the first one: adapt and learn from its previous outputs. Sir, I did not understand. There is a question coming to our mind, right? Let me explain you with an example only. Let me explain with an example only. Here we already have done. So what is the first message we have entered? What is the first message it entered? What is the first message we entered here, guys? Come on. Can you write an article about how to maintain good health? So what I mentioned here, adopt and learn from the previous outputs. So this is the first one. We don't have any previous output. Hence, it has given the lot about the, it has given a good article about the, this is the article about the, here if you see the right side, it has given the good 3-page article or 2-page article about the good health, right? So we felt that it is a really difficult to read. Am I right? Of course, we can able to read, but as a human, it may take some time to understand the context. Understand the context. Once you understand the context, then only it load into your memory or in your brain, right? Or in your mind. Can I use a word? So to understand all these things, at least you require to read entire thing. How much time is required for you? If you want to read entire this thing, how much time it will require for you? It may require minimum 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, am I right? I mean, of course, in 1 second also you can read, oh, eat balance, like that. But is it storing into your memory? Definitely no. If you want to understand the context of the text, whatever the being generated by ChatGPT as as an article, you require a minimum 3 to 4 minutes of time. It is a good enough time. Okay, as you don't have a time, again you are asking ChatGPT. What is the next? Can you brief above article more easy way, or can you summarize? That's what the question. Can you summarize above article? What it has given? That means it adapting the based on the previous article, based on the previous 9 points, it adapting and learn from the previous output. Adapt means adapting, grabbing, and learn from the previous output. Earlier it is given the 2-page article. From the 2-page articles, as it learned from the previous article, means 2-page article, and it is generating more than 2 pages or less than 2 pages. Ideally, it should be less than 2 pages, then it is optimized, right? Hence, it has generated 1-page article. It generated. Still, you are not happy. Can you brief more about? From that, it has just given the off page. So, what does it mean here? What it is adapt and learn from its previous outputs. So, we have a 3-page article from the 1-page off page. And every time what it does, it improve its ability to generate the outputs. So that is ability to improve its ability to generate output means it generate the better output. It generate easy output where humans can able to understand. Finally, it generate the personalized outputs. So what is the personalized output? So for health and article, here we generate the boss. You don't have much time. You don't know. You will not able to understand as human. Go and follow this method. Eat healthy, exercise, sleep well, manage stress, stay clean, stay happy. That's it. That is the personal output, right? That is what the features of Gen AI models. These are the features of Gen AI model. Okay. Now it also generate the prompt. Let's say I given a prompt. Football player reading a newspaper in a Picasso style. I don't know whether it generate or not, maybe. Sorry. I want to write something. Football player reading a newspaper in Picasso. See, I mean, I could not generate because the required did not follow the content policy guide. Let me artist style. Yes, that is fine. Something in cafe. Reading newspaper in cafe. I mean, as it is a free version, it is not giving everything because it's saying content policy. See, it is giving some image. Still, you want more better quality? You need to use a paid version. Here, for this generate this image, DALE created using DALE 1 to DALE 3. It is a paid version, right? Next, write a sonnet of generate a song on a generative AI. So automatically relims of code data. Of course, it is created by using. It will be created by using the ChatGPT only, right? So now let me explain you what is large language model. Let me give a definition of this. So everyone, I mean, I will just introduce about the language model. In next class, Monday class, I will introduce about the large language model with an different examples due to time constraints. So what is large language model? So everyone talk about LLMs. Everyone heard about LLM. How many of you not heard about LLM? How many of you not heard about LLM? How many of you not about LLM? Never? Ramireddy? You
No,
not
sir.
never. Okay. Have you heard about generative AI?
Yes, sir. Heard, but don't know what is exactly LLM.
I will explain. I will explain what is LLM. What about others? So how many of you know what is LLM? How many of you know what is LLM? Don't say full form, large language model. What is the meaning of LLM?
Some algorithm behind that to write code there.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Mahesh Babu. B.
It's like you said about the Tesla that it.
Uh,
Sorry,
Tesla is
being the
just
LLM.
of course. What is LLM? I'm asking question.
Yeah,
You said
it's kind of
program. You
a
said.
machine language model wherein it was trained on various iterations to be perfect at one particular scenario. So it is a predefined thing, and if you want to perform one particular aspect, it keeps on iterating. They train the same model using the ML techniques so that it gives the expected outputs. So the more number of iterations it was trained, the better it becomes. That's how
I'm
these
not
are like
asking the
kind of
process.
case
I'm not
specific.
asking the process. I mean, whatever you said, correct. I'm not saying that. I'm not denying the fact. What definition? I'm just asking the definition. Okay.
I'm not sure. Thank you.
As a movie, I'll explain today language model. In next Monday after interval, we'll explain large language model. So let's divide the large language model into two different concepts. I mean, two different parts. One is the large, second is a language model. Let's understand first about the language model, and then we'll discuss about the large language model. Language model assign the probability to group of words in a sentence. Simple. What is the language model? Assign the probability to group of words in a sentence. So simple. Language, English language, Hindi language, Telugu language, Tamil language, Malayalam, French, Russians, Chinese, like language. Each model has a language. In a particular language, English language, if I given a one sentence, what is the chances to correct? If I given wrong word, what is the likely chances to correct that word? Right? So let's take an example. Life is good. Good life. I just rearranging the different things. Life is good. Good life is good life. Out of these three sentences, which one is correct as per you guys? Out of these three sentences, which one is correct?
First one.
Why? No grammatical errors, no grammar mistakes. Okay.
Yes, because no grammatical error.
Okay. Grammatical errors, no grammar mistakes or grammatical errors. Okay. Next, the sentence formation is correct.
And it
Easy
makes
to
some
understand.
sense.
And it makes sense. Very good. Right. So if you want to assign the probability and out of 100%, 0 to 100%, for sentence one, how much percent you will give? Sentence two, how much percent you will give? For sentence three, how much percent you will give? Out of 100%. The 3% should be equal to 100. Total percent should be 100. How much percent you will give to life is good? Good life is good life. Can I say life is good is 80%? Now you can say, ask a question, why 80%? Good life is 19%. 19. Is good life 1%? Total 100%, right? So, or else I'm taking a different example. Said life is good is 80%. Good life is 15%. Is good life is 5%. Is good life is 5%. Life is good. Good life is good life is the 5% in the given data. So language models, so large language models, when generating the text perspective, first internally you build language model to get or provide the right word. So life is good. When life is good? After 50 years? When you are a kid, life is good. When you are engaged, life is good. Or every day life is good. Generally, think it. Probably when you're a kid, life is good. The complete sentence is not there. What would be the next word? Let's understand. Let me give another example. I am going to school. Am I going to school too? I'm just, मैं school जा रहा हूँ. This is a Hindi word. मैं school जा रहा हूँ. As this model built on top of English language, out of these three sentences, which one is correct? मैं school जा रहा हूँ. It is a Hindi word. There is no doubt about it. It is exactly the correct. Do you think the language model can able to understand as you are trying English? Definitely no. Hence, which is the most likely chances to occur? Which is the out of these three sentences, which is the correct one? I am going to school is the correct. Here, I am going to school to is not the correct. Right. So, which sentence is most likely to occur is I am going to school. So the probability is I am going to school is 80%. Am I going to school? Maybe if 2 is not there, am I going to school is also correct. Because of 2, it has been reduced to 19%. मैं school जा रहा हूँ is the 1%. As it could not able to understand, the Hindi language, it has assigned the probability value is 1%. Right? So the language models, what are the language models? Assign the probability, the sequence of words that are likely to occur. What is the next word and all? Let me give one more example. To perform this, we are going to use two models, Ngram language models and neural language models. These are the topics of NLP. Of course, NLP is a part of deep learning. If you want to learn about LLM models, these are prerequisites to learn. If someone say that, hey, you can learn LLM models in next 1 hour, impossible. Of course, you can learn when you know the prerequisites. So my intent, why I'm explaining all these points. So you may ask a question, why are you keeping me at prerequisites every time? Because if I teach you, oh, okay, LLM, this is LLM, impossible. So, I mean, of course, if you know the basic fundamental concept, it is really very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. If you know the sequence, then it is very, very easy to understand the concept. That is what I am going to explain in the course. Right? Let me explain you one more example on this point. Right? The probability and the probability values. Right? So language model predict the most probable word that is likely to follow the preceding words. It will predict the next word. What is the likely chances to happen? I hope you are. What is the likely chances to correct out of these two? Forget about the probability I've given here though. I hope you are at the airport. I hope you are doing well. What is the likely chances? Which is the right answer? Which is the right answer out of these two? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well. Right? I hope you are at the airport. That is also makes sense. That is also technically makes sense. How many out of 100 scenarios, how many such scenarios can be possible? How frequently will you, will you go to airports? If I message to Suresh, Suresh, I hope you are, what will ask? I hope you are doing good. I hope you had a good weekend. Right? These kind of general questions are asked, right? When you are going to office also Monday morning, your clients or your manager ask, hey, Mr. Amit, how was your weekend? Or when you are going back to office after a long time, you will write a message. Hi, Mr. I Amit. I hope you had a great day. I hope you are doing good. I hope everything is fine. I hope you are doing good, or I will ask, I hope you are doing at the airport. If you know him earlier, if you know that he is traveling to airport, then you can it makes sense. But out of 100 scenarios, very rarely it happens, right? Hence, it has given the probability is 5%, and 95% has given for the doing well. So to find this, to get these kind of things, we are going to use language model. Now, in the large language model, now do you understood? Do you understood language model? Are you clear? Are you clear about language model up to now? Up to now, are you clear about the language model? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, which one is not clear? Large. Large. So, why we call as large? If you are running as a, let's go back to the Tesla example. Tesla runs in autopilot mode also, where autopilot mode means self-drive. No driver is required. Of course, you can also drive, doesn't mean that self. If it is a self-driving mode, that means it need to capture path holes. It need to capture images like a trace is coming. Is it road end, dead end? Any object like vehicle is going front, back, 360 degrees, it need to capture all. Once you capture all the images, it need to process the images. Once you process the images, for each image, you need to train the models different, right? Different parameters, right? They have trained almost 3,400 billion models, right? So here also language model, one of the context you have taken. I hope you are doing well. Like you required huge number of models to train. Hence, it is called as the large language model. Makes sense now, the term? Makes sense the term? Large language model. Right? That is all about in today's class. In next class, I will explain you about the overview of generative application and their impact, how this impact is happening in the industry with a different practical examples. I will show you with the we'll build the model, we will build the one GPT model also in the next class, Monday class. Okay. Even if I want also, but already another 20 minutes only, it is impossible to build that. Monday we can build the one end-to-end model. Okay. I mean, not code-based model. It is a purely based on GPT models, like no code-based models.